Mr. Newman.
Good evening and welcome to our monthly Board of Directors meeting. Call the meeting to order. Would like to take the opportunity to welcome a new person to the table, Mr. Harry Bryan, Director of Programs with Multi-Material Stewardship Board, who's filling in for Charles Holden. No, Charles retired. So Harry, welcome. Thanks very much for joining us. The agenda for tonight's meeting is before you. Any additions, changes? Moved by Walter Keating and seconded by Sam Slade. All question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Carries. The minutes of April 29th, 2026 are before you. Moved by Greg Nosworthy, seconded by Ron Ellsworth. Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Committee reports, Finance and Audit Committee. Mr. Ellsworth.
Hey, Mr. Chair, you notice there we have 4 action items, they're only there for. Alright. I've told the whole thing behind us, that'll be you. Those are items that finance committee will be in the track through. Agenda item 4A-1, board revenues and expenditures. A report of the board's revenues and expenditures for the month of April 2026 table for review. Included in the meeting materials are the age receivables summary, check register, payroll expenses, AP transaction journal, BMO savings account statement, and the BMO credit card statement. There are no items of concerns identified. Are there any questions? Hearing none, I'll move that resolve that the board adopt the revenues and expenditures for the month of March as tabled.
Seconded by Rod Delaney. Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried.
Agenda item 4A-2, Incorporated Towns Payments Activity Report. Incorporated Towns Payment Activity Report was tabled for review. Staff have contacted the delinquent municipalities to arrange payments. Staff reported that they have been working with Department of Municipal Affairs regarding outstanding payments owed by a customer community. It was noted that several emails and voicemails have been issued requesting payments. However, the committee had requested that an official letter be sent outlining a 30-day deadline for payments, with the department copied on the correspondence. Are there any questions? You. Item 4A-3, Mills contract extension. That briefing note was included in tonight's meeting package. Board contracts the removal of recycling of metals and its waste recovery facilities. Current contract expired on June 30th, 2025. Contract provides for 2 possible 1-year extensions. And to date, one of these 2 extensions have been exercised. Staff are recommended that the option for the extension be exercised. And the board issued a second 1-year extension for metals collections and transportation recycling services as waste recovery facilities since July 1st, 2026. Any questions? Be it resolved that the board issue a 1-year extension to the contract for metals collection and transportation and recycling services at recovery centers. Facilities, Nuco Metals and Alloy Recycling Unit beginning July 1st, 2026 in the amount of $56.50 per metric ton. So moved.
Seconded by Bill Landell. Any comments? Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried.
And 4A-4, Hooch Cove oversized items of collection and contract 26. Briefing materials are included in tonight's meeting package. An RFP was issued for 2026 oversized items collection contract in Hooch Cove. 2 companies picked up and bid on the RFP. The successful bidder, after an RFP submission evaluation, was Dynamic Waste Management, with a price of $14,950 plus HST. 2025 oversized items collection contract and food goals awarded Dynamic Waste Management in the amount of this. Any questions? Be it resolved that the board award the contract for town of Fishkill oversized collection to Dynamic Waste Management Limited in the amount of $14,950 plus HST. So moved.
Seconded by Gerard Tilly. Any comments? Call the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, carried.
Agenda item 4A-5, Southwest Avalon and Essentia Area Contract Change Order. Staff explained that the change order is in relation to an addition of 4 towns to the Southwest Avalon and Essentia Area Bay contracts in 2024. An updated change order has been negotiated between the representatives of the board. The change order price has been negotiated to have an increase based upon the year-over-year inflation rate. Staff considered the increase was very reasonable. Are there any questions?
Good work.
Seconded by Sandy Hickman.
Amended.
Any comments? Call the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, carried.
Agenda item 4A-6, review of fee structure for communities entering ERSB service partway through the region's agreement. The committee discussed the process of onboarding and fee structure applied to communities that choose to join the board services after the regional contract has commenced. It was agreed that the communities currently participating in the contract should not be subsidizing the additional costs associated with late entry agreements, and that any added cost would be the responsibility of the joining community. That's why I kind of explained that very quickly. So if community A decides to come in partway through a contract and the cost goes up more than the per address cost that's in the current contract, that community has to absorb all the costs and it's not to be borne by other municipalities. It's about the fairness piece that we're always trying to do here and make sure everybody's paying their own way. Any questions? Be resolved that communities choosing to join the board service after the commencement of the regional contract be responsible for any additional costs associated with the entry and their existing contract in communities not subsidize such costs. So moved.
Seconded by Joe Bruce. Any comments? Call the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary, carried.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This concludes the financial report.
Thank you, Rob.
Industry.
Strategy and Policy Committee. Rob Delaney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the following is the committee report, starting with agenda item 4B1, exemption process for businesses within municipalities for discussion. The committee addressed an inquiry regarding the exemption process for businesses within municipalities. Staff explained that at the beginning of an agreement, municipalities have 3 options for managing business waste collection. One being all businesses are exempt and do not receive service. 2 being only selected businesses receive curbside collection, with the municipality providing a list of included businesses. Or 3 being all businesses are included and receive curbside waste collection service. This is purely an FYI. Any questions? Hearing none, we're going to move on to agenda item 4B2, community cleanups program review. The committee was pleased to hear that more communities are participating in the program compared to previous years. However, there's been no feedback received on program improvements. Therefore, in September, all communities and stakeholders that participated in the 2026 event will be invited to provide input on the Reimagine program. Any questions on that? Hearing none, we'll go down to agenda item 4B3, implement a social media policy. The need for a social media policy to guide the organization as it re-enters social media outlets was discussed. This policy will ensure a high level of respectful communication is achieved and maintained. This policy was developed by the Communications and Community Relations Committee and reviewed by the Strategy and Policy Committee. Are there any questions? Seeing none, be it resolved that the board adopt the social media policy as tabled. So
Seconded by Kate Cadigan. Any comments, questions, observations? Sandy.
No, get ready to vote.
Boy,
Yeah.
aggressive this evening.
Social media says he liked it.
In favor.
Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary. Carried. Exuberance. Exuberance.
He's important, so to be fair.
Very important.
Agenda
Okay.
item 4B4, the acceptance of commercial electronics at the Clarendon Transfer Station. Effective June 1st, businesses will be able to deliver items accepted under the province's Extended Producer Responsibility Program as administered by Recycle. Since the meeting, staff has noted that this neatly aligns with the June 1st expansion of items accepted under the program. Any questions? Seeing none. Agenda item 4B5, the asset management policy. Staff explained the need for separating the board's asset management policy from the asset management plan, and the committee agreed. The plan is a fluid document that is updated regularly, and the policy is a high-level guiding document that outlines the board's committee and expectations related to asset management. This policy was developed by the Finance and Audit Committee and reviewed by the Strategy and Policy Committee. Are there any questions to this? Seeing none, be it resolved that the board adopt the asset management policy as tabled. So
Seconded by Ron Ellsworth. Any comments? Questions? Call the question. All those in favor? Contrary? Carried.
agenda item 4B6. Ocean Industry Corporation update. Staff provided an update on their recent meeting with OCI and noted that technical documents have been submitted for review by potential stakeholders. As the board does not operate a disposal facility, there is limited input required from the board.
Is it OIC or OCI?
OCI specifically here, is it not?
Only Garrett's is OIC.
I believe their name is Ocean Industry Corporation and their abbreviation is OCI.
Yeah.
I know,
Ocean Choice International is a fishing company.
yeah, it's,
So-
I'm not really sure why the name and the abbreviation don't align.
That's,
So we are talking about the same company.
Yeah.
Eric,
It's come up before.
the Sullivan Boys?
No,
No, no, no.
No,
Not OCI.
no. OCI and Ocean Industries Corporation and OCI is the same company, same group.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the acronym and the
Yeah.
name don't align.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But, yeah, there's two, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
to OCI.
What is it they want to do with it?
And so it's still in proposal stages and it's, with the province right now. But it is an industry that is looking at, waste to energy
Sure.
and their technology associated with that.
So it's nothing to do with the measure.
No,
Okay, honest. Something's wrong out with Ocean. Okay, nice to know.
Yeah,
No other commentary, no other questions. Agenda item 4B7, double axle trailer pilot project report. At the time of the meeting, staff reported that 53 cards have been issued, with most of them being previous access card holders. The committee is pleased with this progress. Discussion occurred surrounding lending of trailers, and currently both the hauling vehicle and the trailer would need to be loaned. This parameter will be reviewed as the program exits the pilot stages. Anything to add to anybody? Agenda item 4B8, 2026 Q1 wastewater report provided to the committee is also included in your package for information purposes. Lastly, agenda item 4B9, information sharing. The possible exchange of information with local service districts was discussed. However, it was decided that the Access to Information and Protection and Privacy Office would be contacted for the. That concludes my report for this evening, Mr. Chair. Thank you, everyone.
okay. Governance Committee, there was no Governance Committee meeting held in May. And Communications and Community Relations Committee as well did not meet in May. There's a motion by email to be ratified. First one is the high compaction trailer. Be it resolved that the board purchase a high compaction trailer for $442,790 plus HST from Next Gen Municipal Inc. for the Whitburn facility. Moved by Ron Ellsworth, seconded by Tom Davis. Call the question. Is Councilor Davis, do you have a question too, or just a second?
You just moving.
Percy.
Yeah, no, I was just seconding. No question. No, I'll put my hand up,
Okay.
using the proper thing. Yeah.
It's hard to see from here.
There
All those in favor?
you go.
Aye. Contrary? Carried. B, Board of Directors Professional Development, be it resolved that the board participate in the Solid Waste Association in North America, SWANA, Atlantic Canada Chapter 2026 Technical Summit, taking place in Dartmouth, June 3rd to the 5th, 2026, by sending the acting CAO and one director. That director is Kate Callaghan.
You see.
If you would like to move that, Lynn Hammond, seconded by Nancy Brace. Look, I got everybody included there. Call the question. All those in favor? Contrary? I used to be the other way and I'm afraid to go. Because if I stop, I'll be all next week saying, all in favor. New business, there is none, correspondence. Round table. Why don't we start with Gerard Tilley right down there in the corner.
I got no report from 2 weeks. Great metropolis, so.
William Mantle Esquire.
All good.
Jennifer,
Nothing here.
Greg Noser.
Got to clean up 20 pound Sunday, 10 to 11. I'm sure everybody will be there.
Oh, good.
That's it.
Jason O'Brien.
All
Okay.
good, thanks.
Sam,
Just go.
Greg,
All good.
Christie.
Just wanted to let everyone know that, I participated in the MMSB Regional Forum last week and, some great ideas and topics for discussion at the next set of council meetings to come out of that. So it was very, thought provoking.
Good. So will Nancy, do you have anything? Lynn,
Nothing for me, thank you.
Tom?
Yeah, I just wanted to just relate a story. I was participating in a cleanup Sunday morning that Atlantic Outfitters, Waterford, River Rotary, and Seine and Banish Brewery put off. And there was a group of tourists that were coming towards me in waves, and I talked to them, and they were all Irish. They had no tour guide, and they came over there basically on their own. And what they do is they get dropped off at some location far away, and then they walk to another location, and they get picked up and then brought back to where they're staying. And the gentleman, the last person in the group, he stopped and talked to me and thanked me and my colleagues for what we were doing. And I told him it was a group of volunteers. He said, it's excellent. He said, we got dropped off at Marine Lab and we walked back to town. And he said he's never seen so much garbage. He's been all over the world. He just couldn't get over the garbage on the side of the road. And it was really embarrassing and sad. I just wanted to share that we need to do better and share that far and wide.
Marine Center in Logie Bay.
Well, I don't know exactly specifically. I really wasn't like, I mean, he got dropped. Yeah, Marine Lab down in Logie Bay, and they walked back into St. John's basically. I mean, I didn't really, and I imagine a certain amount of it, because I know there's been some call for us doing something with East Coast Trail as it relates to the landfill. So I don't know. They might have actually, now that I think about it, they might have actually walked the East Coast Trail back by, that's probably what they did. So yeah, now that I think about it, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. So I know it's a sad tale, but it's not one we should ignore. And I know all communities in the province have a similar story, I'm sure, somewhere along their highways or roads or trails.
Thank you. Chilbers.
Cleanup in Airport Heights on Sunday. What time is yours?
10 to 11.
Oh, mine says 12.
Oh,
So
Twice as good.
I think I announced mine first, so I'll probably get the most counselors. Anyways, clean it up.
I see the provinces doing their every road cleanup, so that's great.
Yeah.
And this is, we're now living in New Hope land. And that's Aislinn, the guy's been doing comics with Welsh Alexander for about 45 years.
Mm.
He did that. So God love.
Yeah. Right.
Mr. Chair, thank you.
Brad?
Great time to visit Cupid's, beautiful icebergs everywhere. Oh, really? Looking at them today, broke up, all kinds of them, great time to go slopping.
Great, what did you get? Oh.
Nikita? Very good. Walter?
I think Christine, you had a couple of emails about garbage collection in our area.
So if there's specific,
Long Harbor, Mount Arlington Heights.
yes, no, I know, but if there's
Yeah,
specific,
we had-
locations,
Yeah,
we could talk about that.
we had, there was, I'm trying to get this up. There was 3 down on one road, and then mine, I don't know if I'm the mayor out there or whatever, his watership got this twice, but we got that one straightened out. And then my neighbor across the road had 3 houses. So being the type of guy I am and on the board, I went over and emptied their garbage box and I brought it down and put it in our town office, so the people could put the garbage in there. And you got a letter from Judy from our town clerk about the other 4, right? But other than that, that's what I got up against. It's just, I don't know if they're missing it, but why, it's right on the road, there's a box there, and they're driving by it. And then there's 2 up here, and then, I don't know how they're missing, but anyway, we'll hope to get it fixed out.
I encourage anyone who has had or experiences a waste collection to contact our office.
Okay. And the town clerk did send an email. I didn't get it? Nope.
She's just smiling sweetly.
I encourage everyone who has a waste collection to contact our office.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Just that, I'm senior moment, so that's okay, thank you.
Glenn Carew?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair, and just, we had our cleanup in Paradise around Adams Pond there about a week and a half ago, and some of the rotary, a lot of the rotary were in as well. And of course, Sandy mentioned that the honoring road, there's a cleanup going on this week, and of course, that road closure starts at Paradise. It makes its way all the way down Outer Road, so, I think it's all day long, I do believe right till 5 p.m. It's, so if anyone that's, traveling that area, just, if you wanna, just make sure that you already know which way you're going, then, because it gets a lot of traffic, believe it or not, there's a bit of traffic around Paradise. So,
We here.
it's gonna exacerbate the advantage. It's gonna pass them.
But very needed.
Gary?
Also, super efficient meeting. I feel like I didn't deserve supper. I'll just share with you that I've been involved in waste management for 20+ years now. I'm responsible for the beverage program, the tire program, trust fund, and all the research that MMSD does. I had the pleasure of working with Charles for the past 6 years. Charles resigned officially around 8 days ago. And he added another child to his crew, another grandchild, 2 days ago. Right. So thanks for having me here. Look forward to participating in future sessions.
Excellent, and thanks, Gary, for joining us, because MMSB has become a great partner of the Eastern Regional Services Board, and Charles' contributions were greatly appreciated, and I'm sure you're going to be helping us out and working with us as well. So we look forward to our working together in the future.
Thanks.
We have upcoming meetings. Next board of directors meeting will take place on June 24th. Next meeting, the Finance Committee, takes place on June 11th. Strategy and Policy Committee, June 10th. Governance Committee, June 17th. And the next meeting of the Communications and Community Relations Committee will take place on June 18th. And we hope that it's warmer out by then. Meeting adjourned.
I don't.